Next at 10, a News 3 exclusive.
I sat down with Governor Scott Walker tonight and started by asking if he feels good about what's gone down these last few days.
For us, this isn't about a success or a loss. It's ultimately about the fact that these are tough times. These are tough times, a tough budget, tough economy, and so we've had to make some tough decisions. But in the end, we think the right decision to get the state working again, both when it comes to the economy and certainly to fix this budget. Other states have talked about cutting the same sorts of dollars we're looking to cut out of the state budget. The difference is they don't give those schools and local governments the tools. We do, and that means we can protect middle-class jobs.
Do you hear from constituents who are somewhere in the middle of
Absolutely. In fact, the biggest thing, we had almost over 150,000 emails. And most people, I'll tell you they're for or against, but most people were somewhere in between. What I mean by that, they'd say, I get the 5%, I get the 12%. I think it's reasonable to expect that government employees pay something close to what middle-class taxpayers are paying all across the state. What they were frustrated with, particularly over the last couple of weeks, was saying, can't you just be done with this?
What about the people who are angry? What do you have to say to them, those who've been in the Capitol, who are dragged out, who are crying, who are upset about what's happening?
Well, again, I think, much as one of your earlier questions, I think a lot of people, even the protesters in the Capitol, don't fully recognize what's going on here. They think we're taking away some fundamental right. Again, federal employees don't have this. They don't have collective bargaining for wages and benefits. There's nearly a dozen other states that don't have any collective bargaining. There's about 12 or 13 that have some limited form like what we're proposing. So nearly half the states across the country and the federal government do not have collective bargaining. What we're doing is not unlike many other places across the country. And I think when people recognize that and they understand that, they've been led to believe by the money that's coming from Washington that somehow we're doing something that's different than other places across the country, when in many ways we're very much like others out there.
And now the governor's office still unclear, though, on when Governor Walker will sign the legislation. We're expecting details on that to be released tomorrow morning.